Well, everybody gathered where the river runs wider at the edge of town. See if that any leave on baptism was really gonna go down. Folks bet hard-earned money that water wouldn't change a thing. They set the odds at 100-1, so it would never come clean. Then the preacher stepped up out of the crowd, started yelling out loud, pray for the fish. They won't know what's coming when the sin starts rolling off the likes of him. Lord be with them, they ain't done nothing. Please won't you leave them just a little bit of room to swim. Pray for the fish, man, I feel like getting involved. Well, the preacher ducked him under that cool, clear water, then he did it again. And then he came up yelling, oh Lord in heaven, hallelujah, I'm a brand new man. Well, the sky got to rumbling, water got to bubbling, then the thunder backed up the choir. The fish started jumping, it was like they were swimming in a lake of fire. And Eddie's mama stepped up out of the crowd, started yelling out loud, pray for the fish. They know what's coming when the sin starts rolling off the likes of him. Lord be with them, they ain't done nothing. Please won't you leave them just a little bit of room to swim. Pray for the fish. They said everybody cross your fingers and fold your hands. Pray for old Eddie, but before we say amen, pray for the fish. Take one, Gordo. City, everybody cross your fingers and fold your hands and pray for old Eddie, but before we say amen, pray for the fish. Everybody pray for the fish. Everybody pray for the fish. Thank you very much. Keep waiting for the stage manager to tell me what to do next.
Pray for the fish.
You got to have a holy hook to catch those fish, though, let me tell you.
Yeah, let's play for the crawdads this time.
They're bait. They're bait. Another reason that I really wanted to come today, I think everybody has had, like in layman's terms, a God thing. That's why you're here. And I had one. A lot of my life, I've been the rough guy. I've been the mouthy guy, the guy that cussed because he didn't have anything intelligent to say, which is what I figured out that's what those words are used for. You don't have anything smart to say, so you throw in something from left field, you know? And doesn't make you a better person. And you can't talk about being a Christian and use that language because people will see right through it. And so, a couple of years ago, I have a small business and I was on a job, and these folks had all the church involvement activities and things. I guess they were on 50 committees at their church, I don't know. And the kids were just precious. I mean, absolutely just wonderful. And I was in the throes of a job, and the husband was the kind of guy, he was like Barney Fife, but with an attitude, and not a good one. Now, the missus, she was just as nice as she could be, but she let her husband take the lead. Well, he was the kind of guy, he was a manager at a telephone store, and I guess that really made him something in his world, driving a 1980 Honda Accord, and he'd go out and buff it, you know, whenever he saw a fly land on it. Retentive, yeah, in that first look too.
Yeah.
But I was doing some work in her house, and it was a sizable contract. And the guy he was a real Mortimer Snurd, if you know who that guy was. That means he's not a great guy. I mean, all this stuff on his refrigerator door, and he's got this kind of attitude. Now, children. And I wasn't a child, but he was talking to me like I was his subordinate, and I didn't appreciate it. The old Sam would have snapped his neck off, stuck it where the sun doesn't shine, and thrown him out the window. And I knew I'm trying to make a change in my life, and that wasn't the thing to do. And I had a friend that's a missionary. I called him up. I melted down one morning in front of my wife because I had to go back to this guy's house and finish the work. And I melted down. I had a complete and utter breakdown. I melted down. It wasn't good. It wasn't pretty. I'm glad there was no camera. Let me put it that way. But I have a wonderful wife, and she said, you need to call Royce. Royce is the missionary. And I called him up, and I said, Royce, I need your help. I said, I need your help physically, and I need your help spiritually. He was there. I got to the house, he was there. And he had to drive like 50 miles, and he beat me from across town in Charlotte. So the first thing we did, he said, all right, let's start the day off with a prayer. And it just was like a weight was lifted off of me. It's like, okay, let's set this right over here. Let's don't worry. Let's get this job done. That was the best thing that could have ever happened. No drug, no pills, no baseball bat to go talk to the customer. Anything. All the other ideas that I had, they were just set off to the side. I didn't need them anymore. And I realized that, yes, I'm making a change. And I really realized that not being that guy that was going to be the violent and use those unintelligent words to explain to him my dislike for him was not going to get me anywhere. It wasn't going to get me anywhere to talk to this guy and really tell him what I thought. So I just smiled and said, we'll get the job done. And it was just a weight off of my shoulders to have Royce come and help me start my day with prayer. We got through the job, and it was like 2 days before Christmas, I think. And I'm thinking, okay, I don't have the money to pay the people that I owe, but if they write the check in my name personally, I can get the money. If they write it in the company name, it'll be after the holidays before I can get the money. Guess what God did? They started to write out the company name, and they wrote my name in there. I was able to go straight to the bank, cash it, and pay all the people that I owed that day. That was God working for me. And I was so happy because these people that worked with me have put in a lot of hard work to help me. And I know now, and it's a rough road, you take 2 steps forward and you stumble one back. And yes, I've slipped back into those unintelligent words occasionally. I've been real stupid at times, to be honest with you. But I know that God's working for me. And everybody has had a God thing, and that was mine. That was mine. Thank you. And I enjoy playing music. And I feel really great playing in church. I do in my church. I was baptized back in September, I think. Totally immersed. My mother-in-law used to tell me, you were Presbyterian, they just sprinkled. You need to be totally immersed. Yes, Mom. But bless her heart, she was, yeah, that's when they submerged me in the baptismal, and the fish started jumping out. I never knew that there was fish in there. I'd have gone fishing. But anyway, that was my story, and I hope you can take something from that, because it's changed my life to be a better person. It's a lot easier. I'm a lazy guy. It's more muscles to frown than it is to smile. How about that? How about some more music?
All right, brother.
E flat, Gordo. There's a long black train coming down the line, feeding off the souls that are lost and crying. Rails of sin, only evil remains. Watch out, brother, for that look to the heaven, you can look to the sky. You can find redemption staring back into your eyes. There is protection and there's peace the same. Burning your ticket for that long black train. 'Cause there's victory in the Lord, I say. Victory in the Lord. Cling to the Father and His holy name. Don't go riding on that long black train. There's an engineer on that long black train, making you wonder if the ride is worth the pain. He's just waiting on your heart to say, let me ride on that long black train. 'Cause there's victory in the Lord, I say. Victory in the Lord. Cling to the Father and His holy name. Don't go riding on that long black train. Take it, Gordo. Well, I can hear the whistle from a mile away. It sounds so good, but I must stay away. That train is a beauty, making everybody stare. But its only destination is the middle of nowhere. 'Cause there's victory in the Lord, I say. Victory in the Lord. Cling to the Father and His holy name. Don't go riding on that long black train. Yeah, cling to the Father and His holy name. Don't go riding on that long black train. Yeah, watch out, brother, for that long black train. Take us around one more time, Gordo. Put your hands together. That's right. Cling to the Father and His holy name. Don't go riding on that long black train. Hallelujah. Wow.
Hey, y'all enjoy Sam this morning? God bless you now. You know, that's one great thing about not having an agenda with traditional religion is, you know, we're able to be free enough to allow the Spirit come in and say, you know what? We got a word. And I'm telling you, you have a word yourself. And where you are in your own life and your own walk with God, we all have a testimony to share. And I encourage you, if you're interested in sharing any of that, please let me know and we'll get together. And because what you share could possibly save someone's life. Because what I've heard in the past has definitely saved my life. Amen?